Is it recording now? I think it is. Yeah. Or, well, yeah, it's recording. Especially if I hit that right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, hey guys, how's it going? My name is Justin,
I'm Gabe.
and this is a special episode. It's 234 of DangIT Prodcast.
234. Nice.
Yes.
I don't remember what we did for 1, 2, 3.
I don't either. We probably just did the same thing, and that was it. Honestly,
No, nothing new. Nothing special. We're mediocre at best.
we just
Don't
wanted
at me.
Don't at me. Don't ask me for anything.
I think that's my favorite way to start. Just the biggest beef online. right after you say something that you know is gonna freaking rustle a bunch of jimmies. Just put "don't at me."
Don't. Wouldn't that entice them to at you even more?
Right? it's like, yeah, Fortnite's the best game of all time. Don't at me.
Justin got a haircut? Yes, I did. I just got it this morning.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, my sides were getting too long.
I guess I don't look at you the same way that everyone else does. I didn't ever see it.
I guess I don't look at you during. Tell me I'm pretty. Not yet.
Yes. So did Zane send you the video that he'd sent me?
Yeah, it's it's a short little bit on the online thing of not GTA, but
Red Dead?
Red Dead. Yeah,
The Gummer Boys?
the Gummer Boys.
This shit had me dying, my guy. I was showing it to a few of my friends at work, and they just thought it was hilarious. I showed it to my brother, and he was laughing fairly hard at it. just because of the ending. He tries taking off and just whoo!
Honestly, the Twitter like video I shared to you guys, where it's just like, yeah, I'm not the greatest person at like high like pressure like moments. Where I guess he was at camp and he had like one of his guys roped in, and he accidentally lets him go, and they all shoot at him. He's like, shit, gets on a horse, and he's like running, but he's facing you, the camera, and then you turn around, and it's like, and there's a tree right there. He falls up and he just gets shot dead. Oh god. At some point I'll play that game. But right now we gotta focus on Smash Brothers because that's coming out next Friday. And even though we won't really be doing much as far as the community thing, we'll be posting videos for sure. Like just like maybe compilations of us like just doing like one-on-one matches. Maybe World Light stuff, but that's kinda iffy, we'll see. Maybe classic here and there. But otherwise it'll just be more of us just like kinda like playing Gang Beasts. It's just like a series of doing whatever. But we will have a Smash tourney. Mark brought up the idea. I loved it, so we're gonna go forward with that. But we'll give it like at least a month for everyone to at least get that. I'll definitely like have like a video ready just to let people know how to enter the tourney. It'll literally just be simple. But I think the best thing will be just what do you need to do this tourney thing? You're gonna need a Switch. You're gonna need Smash Brothers, and you're probably gonna need an online subscription.
Maybe. We don't know for sure.
2 components to the hook blade. The hook in the blade. Go on.
Alright, you got my attention. But still on the subject of Red Dead, Zane's telling me that if we play together, I have to have like a spot on Hillbilly account. I do. I can. Aniyah and I have freaking made jokes about freaking Skeeter and Spoopty so much it's good. And even before that, I had a fairly good hillbilly accent. Just for the sole fact that in high school, we would always make fun of just everything. And accents were an excellent way to very quickly make fun of something.
Yeah. Accents usually are like the funniest bits, especially
Right?
if you follow through with them. Oh, I should move this guy slightly this way.
Look at that forced perspective going on. Nice.
There we go. That's just enough. All right, what are people saying in chat? Actually, first and foremost, let's just give some shout outs. Let's see, Ready to Blaze. That was Chris. He was talking to some about like family going to Mexico. Andy, Eyeshadow. We got Mark. I think I just want to saw Corinne. Oh yeah, there's Corinne. And then there's Dimitri right there. And Aniyah was here just saying like
podcast today?
And there's Zane. Sorry if the podcast started just a wee bit late. We were just out walking the dogs, and we were talking about like things that were happening like later on. Also, oh yeah, there's Abraham as well, and someone named Great Gabe.
Huh. Oh,
No. Let's hide him from the channel forever.
Jesus, dude, that'd be messed. I'd be so sad.
No, you're good. You're good. No, not November. It's gone.
It's done. It's over.
It's over.
Oh man.
Let's see.
I was gonna bring something up, but I can't remember what it was.
Shoot. Did it involve your life?
It might have. I can't remember.
Damn.
I'm not very good at remembering things.
You can't trace it back down to, like, let's retrace your steps type of thing. Oh, I see. It's like that one SpongeBob episode. We were just wondering where his name tag went.
Yeah. I don't know who I was. I'm Adam Wee.
You know, considering how that episode went, it might as well be on your body right now. Whatever you're thinking about.
It very well could be. I don't know. I'm not a smart man. I just kind of do.
I just kind of go through the paces of life.
Right?
I guess like asking for updates. Maybe like what have you been up to so far?
Working mainly. When I'm not working, I've been napping because I've just been feeling so exhausted. I don't really do that whole eating thing that people are so fond of.
It's so foreign. Like, I don't see how people get into this. even though for everyone else, like you see like the vlog, which I'll be editing soon, just all of us just eating.
Yeah,
just eating.
Yes, half of the vlog is us eating, but keep in mind that's when I do most of my eating, and our vlogs only take place on the weekends.
Primarily, yes.
So I eat more than, I would say about 75% of all of my eating is done in those vlogs.
Mm-hmm.
And those vlogs take up 2/7 of the week.
Oh my god.
So there's my dietary habits that I have.
I see.
But I have a interview / orientation for a McDonald's the next city over from here.
Mm-hmm.
And despite what everyone says about working at McDonald's and whatnot,
it's
a job. It pays money. But two, I want to get into not the food industry, but customer service.
Okay.
I enjoy the interactions. Ever since I worked at Harkins, I realized I really like being in those types of jobs where I can interact with a customer.
Okay.
Because being trapped in a warehouse for the past 5 years of my career
Go on.
has drained me and makes me wish for more human contact.
Yeah. I guess that'd be like a position in my place. Really specific in our area. Although we don't really... we do talk to people, but not like...
You're on the phone, yeah.
Well, not like as frequent as you talking to people at Harkins.
Yeah,
for sure.
I talk to people all the days.
I did like that when I was working at the cafeteria at my school. Just like interacting with people that you otherwise wouldn't like meet up with like in class or not even in your class, but you know them from like a previous year.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nice to see them and be able to serve food and also get free food. Which will be a good thing for you too. I'm pretty sure you'll at least get discounted food.
Yeah, I was wondering that. I'm like, I wonder what the fringe benefits are.
Yeah. But maybe we'll just ask like some of the coworkers instead of like at the interview. How much is the pay? What are the benefits?
Tell me, what's your mother's maiden name and social security number?
Oh, just reasons. Stuff, right? Let's see, what are people talking about? Game on customer service, I just picture you just smacking the fuck out of people. Just like a Batman comic-esque.
So I pulled up this video so I could find out the name of the guy.
Oh.
So I can just like insert video this here.
Oh, okay.
That's his name. Okay. Now to head back to our chat, which is right there.
Ooh.
That hurt.
It required a lot of energy. I need to build that back up when I have to eat that day burger.
There we go. Ah. So as you see the gameplay, he looked good.
Wait.
What? I feel I missed something.
Oh, he's probably talking about something about Smash. Long lines. Water's your kidneys, or at least someone brought it up. You had a problem with our product? No problem.
Oh, yeah, they're talking about Pokemon Trainer and Smash.
Yeah.
What's-its.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's something that... fuck, I gotta stop talking about this stupid fucking game, Red Dead.
Oh.
But, I'm only on it because the online came out this week, and I've been playing it, and I discovered that I'm still really good at it. Not just, I'm good at single player. I'm a boss at this game. No, I was playing online, and I was in a good number of the games. I was absolutely slaughtering people. Anyone who's familiar with Call of Duty, they know the game mode gun game.
Okay.
You start off with a gun, you kill someone, you get a better gun, and you keep going until you progress through all the guns and you win.
Okay.
They have a game mode similar, but it does have its uniqueness. The idea is you get more points depending on the type of weapon that you use.
Mm-hmm.
Where repeaters, they give you 1 point. A shotgun and your revolver gives you 2. Your shotgun gives you 3.
Mm-hmm.
A sniper rifle and the hatchet give you 6. Punching someone out gives you 7. And using a dynamite arrow gives you 9.
Dynamite arrow?
Yes. And so, as I'm playing it, when I realized what points were given to what weapons and what weapons I have on me, I had come to the realization, hey, the hatchet gives 6 points. I spawn with hatchet. So I just started sprinting across the map, just freaking sweeping people with the hatchet. I'd actually reported a couple clips of me absolutely just mollywopping people with a hatchet. 2 of my clips, they're part of the same game. It's at an oil refinery. And back then, the oil refineries, they had people like live on the premise, so there's a bit of housing in the area.
Mm-hmm.
I run around a corner, I hatchet someone. The recording starts, and it's me sprinting from that.
Okay.
I see a purple blip, which is the enemy team. I start sprinting up a hill, across train tracks, upstairs, and around a building, hatchet that dude right in the gut after he killed my homie. I look on the radar, someone was hauling ass towards me to come get me. So I hug the hell out of the corner, and as soon as he turns the corner, hatchet. End of clip. In the next clip, a train rolls in every now and again, about halfway through the match, and on it, you can get 4 dynamite arrows.
Okay.
And on one of the train cars is the Maxim gun, which is the Gatling gun.
Okay.
A kill with that gives you 5.
Oh, okay.
And so I hopped on that, just started mowing down what I could.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw that there's 2 guys making their way up towards me that I couldn't get a shot on, I hopped off. One of the guys hopped on the train, started shooting at one of my friends down the hill.
Mm-hmm.
I freaking throw my hatchet,
Mm-hmm.
freaking tomahawked him in the face, grab my tomahawk. The other dude starts chasing me. I hop off the train, turn around, he hops off, fucking hatchet. Me and my team won 104 to I think 46. Now, the 2 top scorers on the team were me and one other guy.
Okay.
I was the second highest scorer.
Oh.
He had 48 points. I had 47.
Oh.
He beat me by a point, and I had realized how he beat me by a point.
Mm.
He was using dynamite arrows. Because in that game, I didn't know that those give you that many points.
That many points.
Yeah. And so I saw just explosions happening around. You're not given dynamite in that game mode.
But you just saw it.
So I put 2 and 2 together later. This motherfucker was using dynamite arrows and racking up points like crazy. So I lost by a point, and all I did was just use a hatchet.
All you did was use a hatchet.
I used a hatchet and a stationary Gatling gun.
Ah, I see. So that's the tips for you. Always come in with a hatchet. I want to see all these people just run around.
There's actually a lot of people in those game modes that run around with the hatchet. Just ready to throw it. And if they're not throwing a hatchet, they just start getting into a bare knuckle box. There's one game where I saw two dudes boxing, and I run in with a hatchet and throw it at them.
Oh!
And you're only given one, and so I couldn't recover it from the body before that dude started fucking beating my ass. So he killed me, but I killed the other guy.
Fair enough.
And then one last story.
Okay.
Of all the people that I probably pissed off by blindsiding them with a random tomahawk, there's one person who would hate me so much more. Zane, I will hold you to that if I do give you my address. I will absolutely hold you to it. I hold Corin to all the pizzas that she's offered me as well. But, so, they have a Battle Royale game mode called Make It Count.
Okay.
And the reason it's called that is because there's two separate versions of it. There's throwing knife and there's bow and arrow. In both of those, you're given a limited amount.
Okay.
You're given 3 throwing knives or 3 arrows. And that's all you get. If you throw and stick someone, you have to go grab it from them.
Okay, it's fair
and
enough.
If you want more, you could loot their body, but that is about 3-4 seconds that you're completely stationary and open to being blindsided by someone else. So we're in the middle of the woods, and I play very slowly. Like, I creep around, crouched, listening. And so I'm walking around, and it's me and one other guy. If you're close to someone, your controller will vibrate. It'll start it'll start softly and then become like a really strong, like, heartbeat rhythm.
I see.
Yeah. And so I started feeling that walking through the woods, and I'm freaking out because I'm like, I have no idea where he is. And then in the quiet of everything, of me like moving through the brush and all that, I hear, and so I just start diving everywhere because I recognize that as the sound of a bowstring being drawn. And there's only one reason for a bowstring to be drawn, and for me to hear it
is to kill a motherfucker.
This guy is so close, I can hear his bowstring being drawn. So I'm diving everywhere, looking around. Eventually I see him, and he's on one side of one tree, I'm on one side of another tree. And I'm just like, fuck my life, dude. I am so scared right now. And in the calm, he sprints off to one side. I draw my bow. He draws his. I fire. He fires. We kill each other at the same time. I won by 0.2 of a second.
Oh, shit.
He died 0.2 of a second faster than I did. And I won. But we very clearly killed each other. I saved that recording. I don't have me diving around like an idiot, but I have him sprinting and us shooting each other. I wish I had took the time to make the clip longer. That way I could have had the whole series of events to lead up into me winning, because that was, honestly, I would call that the greatest gaming moment for that game that I have seen, because it really was. I heard a bowstring being drawn, and that alerted me to start diving, because when you dive, it breaks their aim assist.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I see what
Yeah, so the game has a natural aim assist where if you aim by someone, it'll lock onto them. And so to break it, you dive.
Damn.
And so that's why I just kept diving everywhere. I'm like, you're not getting an easy shot on me.
They bring up the gun, boys. At some point, yeah, I'll definitely get the game. And even if I were not to play through the entire story, I'll just play online. And we'll just have a whole bunch of fun doing that.
Yeah. Persistent posses is the thing on there.
Persistent posses?
Yeah, so they have temporary and persistent.
Okay.
The temporary is up to 4 people. It's free to have, and you can do whatever. But once the group leader leaves, the posse disbands.
Okay.
The persistent posse, you can have up to 12 people, and it carries on even if the person leaves. And you get more customization options for the posse. Only stipulation is it costs $200, and money is so fucking hard to get in that game.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about legit money. I was like, I'm sorry, what, $200?
If it cost 200 real dollars, that would be the worst microtransaction ever. For the simple fact of the matter being, Konami charged $10 for a save.
Yes.
This would be $200 for not a save.
But for aesthetics, gotcha. Maybe a gun or two.
Oh,
but not in real life.
But so in like if you loot people, you get like somewhere between 25 cents to $1 for looting a dead body.
Wow.
Most missions, when you beat them, which usually take a good while, they give you somewhere between $1 and $9.
Hard to come by money.
Yeah. And the $9 ones, I came across one of them, and that was like a 20-minute mission. And then, so I've just been doing like the death matches and all that. Because if you do well, you get gold, which is the special currency.
Oh, yeah.
You get 2 nuggets, which is 0.02 gold.
Oh, okay.
You get nuggets, and then you get gold bars. Gold bars are worth 1, and then it takes 100 nuggets to be 1 gold bar.
Yeah.
So
I'm seeing some Minecraft like calculations here.
Yeah. So there's that. But you get 1 to 2 nuggets, but you can also get $4 to $10, depending on how well you did. I don't know if you can get less, because I'm usually in the top 5-ish, or top 3 if it's a small party. So I racked up quite a bit of cash. I went from having about $11, $12 to close to $100 now.
Wow. But you still can't afford like the additional stuff.
I still can't buy the posse. That is the first thing I want to do. Is I want to buy a persistent posse. That way we can just always keep going. And if ever anyone's online, it's always just we can
jump in,
play together. Yeah.
Yeah. 12 people though.
Yeah.
It's just,
that's way more than the Galleon.
Yeah. Right.
Galleon 4.
Oh, speaking of which. Recently, the new update for Sea of Thieves came out, and I was playing with Mark and Zane last night. And
you never play with them.
I never do, right? But on this blood moon, I decided to join them, and they had a whole bunch of stuff. They added like different types of sharks. There's also like rewards for defeating the Kraken and the Meg. And they're actually, we fought against a Meg, and we got like a stronghold like chest like from that. So that's definitely worth it. And in addition to that, they added the wandering like skeleton ships. They're kind of doing their own thing. Otherwise, you can feel free to engage on them. There's also a fog mechanic, and it's tough as shit to see through that.
Wait, a fog mechanic?
Yeah, where not everything is clear as day when you like go around the seas. Sometimes it's pretty obscure.
Sometimes there's a rolling fog. See, I kind of like that because it gives small ships a chance to not be seen by the galleon. It's like, let's go ruin their day.
Poor thing. It has enough to like barely outrun a galleon, but nowhere near enough to outrun like a brigantine.
Well, the only advantage that it possibly has over
brigs,
over brigantines and galleons, is it can turn on a fucking dime if it needs to. And that's all it has. It has agility. It does not have speed, and it does not have strength. You have freaking fast muscle in the in the galleon. And then you have an agile tiny target in the sloop. And then you have something in between with the brigantine.
Yeah. It's kind of, I just like it for it goes fast. But skeleton ships also have sloops too, so watch out for that. Me and Zane are taking on a foray, and we got attacked by a skeleton ship galleon because they're now free to roam around the world.
Nice. Why are you covered in dirt?
I'm covered in dirt because Corinne has a dark side to her.
Dun 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 dun. So Justin, when are you coming out with a new music track for the channel?
A new music track?
Yeah.
Generally, or just specific series? Because
just in general.
I've been thinking about it
for any of our series that we've created.
Well, not at the moment, no. But I have been inspired by this one remix to Breath of the Wild that I discovered recently.
Aye.
And it's fantastic. It's like one of those things that I guess it's one of those remixers who take advantage of like the soundboard of everything in the game and just rearranges it however so to make it work. And this one was just beautiful because it incorporated the whole peaceful vibe to it, followed by like the very occasional like piano and just the vocals from other people. It worked, and it gave me this idea like, well, maybe I can't like really make music just like up front, but maybe I can actually like create sound and just make that into something.
Wasn't that what music is?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what music is. But like, I'm not talking about like having like what was the FL Studio thing and just kind of working with that, because that takes me ages to go through. But because like I have an idea of like how music plays in my head, and I try to like do that like on some kind of like software, and I can never do it because one, I lose interest, and three, like it just sounds better in my head, and I can replay that like just by doing like taps and maybe just like maybe certain frequencies I hear around the room that I can imagine could work. So I might want to try to delve into that kind of stuff, especially if Aniyah is not going to help in that area and more so in other areas. Oh yeah, speaking of like others helping in other areas, Nolan's starting up his streams.
He is.
Yeah, I missed his stream. I wanted to see this boy stream because I missed this guy. It sucks that I missed it.
I miss him too, but I'm probably not going to watch it.
I mean, I'd probably stick around for like 15 minutes. But I mean, it's not
I
like
probably won't even be there long enough to say hi and leave.
Oh, you would just be like...
Like...
As soon as you click it, you're like, oh wait, never mind.
Like I want to. I just don't care to devote my time to a thing.
Yeah, you have to be careful nowadays on social media and just everything like that. If you want to like attract an audience, you gotta give them something that they really want to see. I tend to find myself whenever I'm on like the YouTube homepage, I usually find like myself clicking on videos such as like how to find this or a special encounter with this. So for example, Red Dead has like certain types of animals that you encounter like at least once or something like that. And I'm like, oh, I'm curious about that. And I click on it immediately without even thinking about like, oh wait, I don't really care. But I guess I care enough. So I was thinking about that, and I was wondering like maybe this should be the approach I should do for DangIT Plays instead of just like the standard like episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. And I'm not sure people actually notice this, but when you start like a long series or any type of series, like for Let's Plays for sure, that there's times that the viewership like exponentially like drops with each like increment. So if you were to give someone like a standalone video, that would work. So I'm thinking maybe DangIT Play should do a lot more of that. So Smash Bros would be like the perfect example, where we just like have like random matches, and it's not really about like where we're going. It's just like what's happening there.
More. What are we doing than what are we diding?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I did watch a little bit of the Angry Joe review for Fallout 76. Dude was hating on it so badly. There was no like, well, it's good that it has like its old gaming mechanics and you know it's still in the Fallout. No, this guy is just ripping on this game. No regard. I kind of agree with that, but I would never get that angry over a video game. Don't give money to Bethesda, says Zane. Instead, give all your money to Rockstar Games. They deserve it. He's actually not wrong. But.
Yeah, so there's like a 9-second delay going on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's not too bad. Yeah. Like, what I've seen from Bethesda is really just a lot more of the same. Nothing has really changed at all. All their games have played exactly the same without any real difference at all.
Yeah.
They've added like new mechanics, but the games
are generally still...
They feel like a cookie cutter clone of themselves. And learning a bit from the fact that their game engine has been the same since Morrowind.
Wow.
So any Bethesda game that you've played since Morrowind is a mod to Morrowind.
Which is funny because like you add more mods to Fallout to make it play better when it's just a mod itself.
Yeah.
Damn,
So
dude.
there, it's really sucks in the fact that they've truly done nothing to improve their games. Like, if you really think about it, they've done nothing to improve their games because they just stick with the same engine. The point of improving a game, at least from generation to generation, is creating a new engine to better encapsulate everything that's offered in that generation. Which is why Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5, although grandly different spectacles, play very roughly the same way. They're the same thing for the same generation. Whereas Red Dead Redemption 2 is specifically designed to see what the new generation is capable of.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5 was...
It's originally an Xbox 360.
Yes, it was designed for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 era. It was designed to push those machines to their absolute limit. The fact that you can play it on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 is just a port.
Right.
It's not, oh, we made this for the new generation. It's, no, we decided we're going to kick this last generation down on the ground and take it for everything it's worth and then say goodbye.
What are people saying? Pretty much the same thing, yeah. Yeah, it's just a shame with... I guess when I was playing 76, the beta, I enjoyed it because of how familiar it was, but there was also like different things to it. But also, like people were saying online, is just that it deprives players of like what they're used to in Fallout games, which is just like being immersed into this world where there's all these different stories like running in parallel or like running perpendicular to each other. And to have that all just taken away because you're technically the first ones to make it there, kind of. It's kind of sad to just see like kind of an empty world. The idea is that you play with friends, and that's cool and all, but Fallout 76 is a multiplayer solo, like, or yeah, it's solely a multiplayer game. So if you're not playing with friends, then you're not really playing with anyone else in the world.
That was one critique that I've heard, is that it's really hard to play on your own, and I think that's the true root problem of Fallout 76. I can't say definitively. I haven't played it. I don't know if there's like mechanics or whatnot that ruin the fun of it, but the fact that you can't play Fallout the same way that you've played the other Fallouts and still have an enjoyable time is a really critical error on the part of Bethesda. Because I played a bit of free roam for Red Dead, and I can enjoy it. I can enjoy playing Red Dead online by myself in a completely empty, devoid world of other players and still feel good playing it. I still have the hunting aspect. A big drawback is the population density of the world is very much turned down. Someone said that it feels like there's a tenth of as many people as normal. And that's just on the outsides, like between cities and all that. The cities themselves, outside of shopkeepers, are almost completely devoid of life. And yeah, that's a jarring effect. But I didn't really spend much time in the cities. Like, once I really started playing and having my own good fun, I spent more time hunting and or doing missions.
Okay.
And they still have missions. They still have stranger activities. And you could still hunt. Animals are still very prevalent in the game.
Okay. And that's all in their online mode of the game. Are there gangs, as Mark is asking? Or was that just like in single player?
Aren't there gangs and stuff in the game? There aren't random, like... Or actually, yes, there are NPC gangs. You're not going to run into them as much as you did in single player. But as you're roaming around, if you have your radar on, you might get little blips that say, hey, you're next to a gang hideout. And you can attack the gang hideout, loot the bodies, and you might come across like some decent loot there. Depending on how things turn out later, once people really start getting into the game and all that, I think they're gonna add raids to like other players' camps and all that, because camps can be set up in the game world. If you have a posse, you can actually set up a large camp, and everyone can use that as a hub instead of having their own individual small ones. And so I think they're gonna add raiding mechanics to all that, and I'm like, yes, that's always awesome.
I'm gonna give my entire wallet to 343 when Infinite comes out.
I don't know about that. I'm really, really scared for Infinite.
Yeah, because they're kind of following the same like thing with Bethesda as far as like having an open world, everyone can join in. Well, quote unquote, everyone. So I'm not sure because like we don't know what the gameplay is going to be like. We don't know how it's going to be structured, formatted, how they're going to approach like new players coming in, etc. It just, I don't know. Oh, yeah,
It's not taking up the whole screen.
What is not taking up the whole screen?
The camera.
Oh, maybe it just got moved somewhat.
Look at it. There's a small black bar right there.
I do see that. Yeah, maybe like move the Elgato a little bit because that is kind of the.
Yep, the Elgato is not.
It just shifted there.
There we go.
All right, perfect. Perfect.
Actually, let's move up. Wait.
Oh.
Damn it. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Damn it. Wait. Hold on. Wait. There we go. Transfer.
Oh, something I need to mention. Still working on the Ruby reaction. I just seem to like always push that to like the very last day. So maybe this time I'll start it first. I'll have incentive to like start editing that and just have it like ready to go on YouTube for Saturday. But it might take me a little bit. So anyone who's looking forward to that, please be patient.
I've yet to get the Game Pass again, Mark. I'm waiting until I get a second job.
Second job, yeah.
Yep. Once I have a second job, I'll have more expendable income because for now I'm trying to hold on and save as much money as I can. If I get a second job, that can work more as my slush funds. Hark are the bells, sweet silver bells.
Oh shit! It's Nolan.
Hey, that fucking guy.
So, Gabe, how much money are you saving up? And while you're at it, can you tell me your social security number, your mother's maiden name, and your
time out? Well, I just paid my phone bill, and it was a higher amount this month just because it's the first month. So I have a grand total of like $60 saved.
All right, enough to buy a new game. It'll be Smash Brothers. But Gabe, you don't have the Switch. You're right. Damn it.
Oh, I can still play Battlefront too. I have Xbox Live Gold and I own that game. Problem is, I don't know. Like, it's been weird for me to play games recently. I've been able to really enjoy Red Dead just because the story had me so deeply engrossed in it. But I don't know. Like Black Ops 2, like Black Ops as well. I haven't really been able to enjoy it. I'm able to enjoy Red Dead Online just because, like I said, I can enjoy it like it's single player online as well. But once, like, if Justin starts playing, Steven, Mark, Zane, once you actually like play at the same time that I do, like, it's gonna be fun. We can go around and fuck people up for no apparent reason.
Nice. What about Spoderman?
Spoderman?
Well, I mean, it's been a while, but
it's been a while. It was cool when I first started playing it. As I started playing it more and more, I play it because it's enjoyable. Like, it's a fun game, but it really is Arkham.
Yeah, right.
It's Arkham with a Spider-Man mod.
Arkham, but with web swing.
It really is. That's not to say it's a bad thing. It's just it feels like I've played it already.
Oh, Nolan's got a new credit card.
Oh, he got a new credit card.
You too? I pull out mine like, wait.
I'm gonna need them 20 numbers on the front, along with them 3 digits on the back and the expiration date.
Did you get my share on like a Facebook chat? And I was just like, it was a link to like a Dragon Ball video. It was like, hey guys, it's me, Gohan. Dad and I are fighting Frieza right now. It's really hard, so I need your help. I'm gonna. Here's what you need to do. All you have to do is give me your credit card number and the expiration date and the social security or the security number. It was brilliant.
Y'all stupid. I did not see that video, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. I'd end up throwing something at you. You're over here being like two types of dumb.
Meanwhile, Mark is still like fanboying over Smash Brothers and is going to spread it to the next available host.
Right? Like a plague.
Speaking of which, they released. I saw on YouTube the Blu-ray trailer for Venom. It's played just like as a romantic type of thing.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's great.
What changed? Was you ready?
All a bunch of idiots.
Going to put a lot of time to Smash, probably, says Nolan. Well, me too. Oh, yeah, we'll have to revisit Mario Party again.
That was a fun game.
Yeah. I tried playing it by myself. Did river rafting. That was so boring. Ready? Yeah. Dink. God. Even though there's like rewards in that game as well, as far as like just physical items, it's not worth playing by yourself. You'd rather play online. So I'll have to get like an online subscription, not just for Smash, but also in case I want to play with other people online with Mario Parties.
Goku is like Goku is, other than Sans, is quite literally the stupidest character I've heard anyone want to have in Smash.
Yeah, it just really, really doesn't work. If they did it, it'd be kind of dumb, but I'd have to see it myself to see how well they, first of all, incorporate and also just downscale him for this game.
Like, both of those characters are absolute trash ideas.
I think I can see like a Square Enix character jump into the roster for DLC. Maybe Xenoblade Chronicles 2, because that is a popular game on Nintendo's platform. I'm not sure about, people were saying Banjo and Kazooie, maybe just Banjo. I can see that, maybe, or Crash, but it's like, or Shantae, but it's like it's kind of iffy.
You see, Zane, I'm on chapter Endless Summer.
Endless Summer.
Yeah, you get an achievement, Endless Summer, when you finish the story.
Mm-hmm. And I guess it is.
Yeah. Life just goes.
Mr. Sakurai is probably planning on retiring. Yep, I believe it.
Retire with a 12 gauge. People can never ask you for anything ever again.
All right, guys. He's about to leave office. Like, all right, wait, one more thing before I leave. He grabs the 12 gauge. All right, I'll be seeing you guys later. Hopefully not.
All right, guys. That was an excellent retirement party. I'm gonna go pack my things in my office, and that'll be it. It's been great working with you guys, and I'll see you when I see you. Okay, we'll see you, Mr. Sakurai.
He has all this stuff.
Oh my God!
Yikes!
Yep, a good old-fashioned Kurt Cobain retirement.
Damn. I was just thinking you just be packing his stuff, and then someone's like, "Oh, Mr. Sakurai, one more thing." Yes, as he turns, you see the 12 gauge in his hands, like, you have a good retirement, Mr. Sakurai. Thank you. Hope to see you as well, or not.
Yeah. Nah.
Let's see. What are people saying? I was talking about.
Could you imagine Stephen cosplaying as Emperor Palpatine? Not really. That's not his type of character.
Oh yeah, you guys are going off. I feel like you guys get a bad impression of like Steven as far as like what he'd do, even though There's some other questionable things I wouldn't even predict from this man.
There's not much Steven has done that has surprised me. Yeah, there's not much. Which reminds me, God damn it, Steven. Fucking breaking my couch. Twice! Piece of shit. Anyway.
Oh, shit. My neck. I woke up with just like a sore neck for some reason. I've just been dealing with that. I was trying to edit Ruby and I was like, oh god, it's weird.
Okay. I get the same pains just watching it.
Yeah. Just gonna get a haircut instead. So hopefully I won't have to cut this for a while. But when are you ever gonna get your haircut?
I'm probably gonna cut it before I leave.
Okay. That's gonna be jarring to see, but it's gonna be like oh yeah, I remember that face because I've been seeing like some old like DangIT Production videos. It was like you with the buzz cut, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm. It's weird to think that this still doesn't constitute as normal Gabe, because most of my life still has had short hair.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if I'm gonna see like sophomore year Gabe when I get a glimpse of that new haircut. It's like, Gabe, is that you? Because you did shave your head, but that was kind of normal too. But it wasn't quite like high school hair Gabe. So it was weird. I do miss Steven's mohawk though. It was glorious.
Oh, we could do that too.
I miss that thing.
We'll give him a mohawk goatee as well, like they wanted us to.
I guess it depends on like whether like whatever main squeeze he'll eventually have, we'll be okay with it.
She's gonna have to be okay with it.
or like, what was it? Any like policies that like his work has about people with mohawks and possibly different colored hair. That was great. Did Steven have like a mohawk for any like non-DangIT Prodcast type of videos?
I don't think so. Damn, this hair is long.
Nice. Use that as a floss.
You know.
If I,
according to Goblin Slayer, people use hair as a means of strangulation.
Yeah, that's nuts, but believable.
It is believable.
Like, first of all, anyone who does that uses their hair for floss is kind of crazy, in my opinion. But I see it. I wonder if you maybe just do good cleansing of that hair. Maybe then. It's also weird growth. Never mind. Let's see. What are people saying? Oh, Zane talking about his whole like little quote unquote plot twist on his love triangle.
His love life.
Yes. Nostalgia is a strong motivator, but that is as far as I can talk about it. Okay. Need to plant these bulbs, she says earlier on.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
She's still repotting things. So, you got an update on me. What's your update, Justin?
Update is that I've been working.
Nice.
It's been a whole week since I just kind of took a week-long like vacation from work. It was weird at first, but I was able to get back into it. The problem is that I had so much energy that I burnt down the first 3 hours.
Jesus.
Because I was just going so fast. I had like mental shutdown. I was like, I need a coffee. And I got my coffee. And yeah, I'm still trying to bounce off like work and then editing videos. There's a whole bunch of Goblin Slayer like videos that still haven't gone up yet, and I've been wondering if people would be okay if they wanted to do like either like episode by episode or just a whole shebang of like episode 1 through 12 of us just watching Goblin Slayer. Granted, it won't be like all in full; it would just be like chops, and I'll leave it to you guys. And actually, we'll do it episodic.
So, here's my question.
Okay.
Do you kind of want to start doing things more like a Netflix series as opposed to a standard YouTube series?
I was thinking about that, yeah.
Where it's season by season of what we do?
Yeah, I think that could work well with people. We're this is a bastard channel. It just has everything.
Right?
There's consistency in like the podcast and the vlogs being like either monthly or like weekly. But with Dang It Plays, for example, that's kind of the hardest one for me to hit on.
That shit updates whenever.
It does. It's frustrating that I can't really keep up with that, or at least I'm working on it now. But there's also like reaction and discussion and stuff like that, which actually
which also update whenever, really.
Yeah. So I mean, I think the only thing like with reaction to / discussion stuff is shows that have seasonal stuff that we cover like by that season. Oh shit! Speaking of which, I know Aniyah has been recommending us to watch like Castlevania on Netflix, and I watched clips of it online. It's beautiful. It's action packed, but it's also funny as fuck because they do use the word fuck. Like, there's a part where like Belmont's just like, "Hey, like Alucard, I know that we didn't get along, but I'll be seeing you." And Alucard's like, Belmont's like, "Fuck you." And he moves around the horse carriage. The show's unreal. Wait, do you hear that sound? Animals humping in the undergrowth. Wait, no.
Animals humping in the undergrowth. What a fucking sentence, dude.
Oh my god.
So, my dad and I today started watching this show on Netflix.
Okay.
A few people may have heard of it. It's called The Good Place.
That sounds familiar.
It is a show about the good place, which is their universe's heaven, per se. And someone got in by accident.
Oh. Is this a live action type of thing?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I wonder how that's going to look.
Oh, it's a great show. It's absolutely hilarious. It is about... she describes herself as a mediocre person that sometimes does good things.
Okay.
Because it's a very binary system. You have the good place and the bad place. She's very upset that she's meant to go to the bad place when she's not all that bad of a person. She feels that there should be a middle place. She's a mediocre person that sometimes does good things. But as it's like going through the show, it's like showing clips of like what she did when she was alive. Mm-hmm. Dude, she was a terrible fucking person. It's like, no, you don't get a middle place. What's it called? One of her roommates, admittedly a worse person than her, had started a big fiasco and lawsuit over a dress being messed up at a dry cleaner's. That wasn't messed up at a dry cleaner's. Our main character in question ruined the dress and blamed it on the dry cleaners. So anyway, the roommate sues the dry cleaners out of business, becomes an internet sensation known as the Dress Bitch, and our main character and the other roommate decide, you know what? Let's make shirts of this and sell it. And after all the money that they make, she uses the money to buy the same exact type of dress that she broke that her roommate had.
That's so fucked. It's great.
What a bad person.
But so entertaining.
Yeah, dude, the show's great because when you're in the good place, you're roomed with your soulmate. Your like legitimate soulmate is roomed with you. And so the person that she's roomed with is another person's soulmate. It is someone with the exact same name as her.
Oh, wow.
She was meant to go to the bad place. The person with her exact same name was meant to go to the good place.
Oh, she got name swapped.
At some point, wires got crossed and their positions were swapped. And it just so happens that her soulmate was an ethics major. So...
Good grief.
He's trying to teach her to be good, despite everything saying that he shouldn't, but it's unethical for him to damn someone in that manner. So he feels ethically obligated to help her be good.
Okay.
And she does nothing but make everyone's life hell. Because there's a not good person in the good place, and so the good place is falling apart.
But she occasionally does good things.
Occasionally. She's not known for it.
That's great.
In fact, some of the things that she says that she did when she was alive make you think, God, what a horrible fucking person. One of the cases of things that she's like, I'm not a bad person. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I didn't walk out of a diner, find a wallet on the ground, think about returning it, but realize they're from a different state. So I take all the money inside of it and leave the wallet back on the ground in front of the diner. That's a very specific thing, and it makes me feel that that is something you did.
Well, I didn't. You couldn't prove it.
Pretty much. That's almost exactly how that conversation went.
Hold on.
It's like all the bad things that Corin accuses me of doing in our gameplays are things that she does do.
Wait, can we name one just to back yourself up?
Oh, I don't do anything wrong.
Oh. I'm not the one who shoots people's heads off in Red Dead until it's no longer a head or any kind of particular recognizable feature on a person's face.
I admit that I do that, but they are deserving of it because they are terrible human beings.
And I just happen to be less, not as bad.
Yes. Oh, now Corin's listening.
Wait, what about me? Yeah, guys, you guys were having a really good talk about whatever you guys are talking about.
Right? It's fair trade for 900.
I think, yeah, they were talking about shows, right? Like One Piece. Oh, God, 900 episodes. And then 50-something episodes of something else. Like, My Hero. Oh, not one to count. Hunter. Oh, yeah, Hunter and Hunter. For 50 episodes and then quit that because it was just too much effort to watch the episodes. I tried to watch Hunter x Hunter before, and the beginning was so slow. I couldn't watch through it. It was actually my idea of, like, from there, I was like, I realized that it takes a lot of effort for me to watch, like, a long-running series. So I decided to put my foot down and just, like, pick one, like, new shonen that I've never seen before. And this was, like, a couple years ago. And I watched Fairy Tail, and I do not regret that. But there are some shows that are, like, really slow that you cannot proceed with.
Alright, I'm gonna...
And I says play Celeste. I'd be down to play Celeste. Celeste sounds great.
Bring it over. Alright, so One Piece, as of right now, is at 831 episodes.
No, it'll reach 900 actually. But
now I'm gonna look up how many episodes.
well, yeah, Justin, watch Hunter x Hunter now. No, Zane, no. You're asking a lot out of me, friend. I'll just watch my seasonals.
Ow. Damn you. Tell me how many episodes there are.
Of what?
My Hero.
Oh yeah, I think it's up to like either 70 or 80, right? Either that or like
63.
Wow, I was off. But 63, it's actually worth it. Then you could watch like 12 to 24 episodes of like My Hero.
So what you need to do, Mark, is
what does Mark need to do?
how many episodes did I say One Piece had? 861, I think.
831, I think.
831.
Yeah.
831 minus, and then My Hero had 68. 63.
63, yeah.
Fuck, dude, I'm like all over the place. You just need to give Zane another 768 episodes to watch of everything else. Then it could be even.
You'll be caught up on everything.
Right?
Just don't worry about it. Forget school. Forget trying to apply for a job. Forget all of that. And just focus all that energy onto your computer screen until it literally fries out. And you'll be like, shit, now I gotta go find a job.
I genuinely feel sorry for Corin. Simply because she's like, oh, I've never had a nickname, so I'm not going to be used to responding to one. I've literally had nothing but nicknames. And Justin, over time, has gotten used to me calling him a bunch of different things, such as Jussie.
That was only like the one time, but I'm still like amused by that. Jussie.
Yep. Jussie, Scruff, Aniyah.
Scruff is an old one though.
Scruff is an old one. That's 2008. I've been calling her Scruff for over a decade. I need a second to think about that, really.
How long have I met you?
I've known her for roughly 11 and a half years.
Okay.
I've known her since about halfway through 6th grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Is Aniyah watching right now? Because Ibrahim's just like, hey, Aniyah.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, probably. If you're on your way right now, Aniyah, we'll probably close it soon.
Jordy?
Jordy? Oh, it's just Jordan. From the community.
That's an ankle. Ooh, that's an ankle.
Ooh. Marcus. Is that Marcy? I see. Yeah, Marcy.
Marcus, Marcy, Mark
the Shark.
Marcy.
Marco. You said Marcy twice.
Marcy means Marky.
Oh, Marcy and the Marquee.
Marky man.
Well, no, we can't give it to Mark and
I can. I owe nothing to Markiplier.
Okay.
The Army, not so much. The Marines, yeah, I would do it.
Wait, who asked that question? Because we were talking about that.
Zane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He'd asked if I had the opportunity to join the Army right now, would I still pursue it?
Yeah, we had talked about that before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think with Mark's name, I would just have it because Mark. Your spelling of Mark is the very first one I've seen of that type of iteration.
M-A-R-C?
Just M-Arc.
Yeah, M-A-R-C.
Yeah, M-Arc. Maybe I should put a lot more emphasis on that now. Instead of just Mark, it's just M-Arc.
M-Arc. I wonder, like...
Dude, Mark was on a history lesson last night.
Was he now?
And I was sick of it. It was.
What was the history lesson about?
Something about this. You're going back to like high school version of me where I'm just like, I don't care.
And this pertains to me how?
No, it was... shit, Mark.
Zane was interested.
Well, yeah, because Zane's Zane, and I'm me, and me does not care.
And me does not care.
Listen.
Me, I'm no smart.
The only time that I think about history is when I have to study for a test for it. Me and history are like water and oil. We don't like being with each other, but if we have to, we can. Well, maybe not so much. Maybe like shoulder to shoulder, but that's the extent.
So, I'm surprised you're not used to it yet, because I call you Corey quite a few times, especially in our chats. Like, it's quite often I call you Corey, and vocally, it's not as often. It's usually anytime we're in the voice chat, but quite literally all the time I call you Corey in Discord.
Right.
Your name on Discord is Corey. Mm-hmm. So much so that the male Corey has parentheses around his name. Corey, male. You are Corey, even though his name is legitimately Corey.
Same thing. Like, we were talking about the Holocaust. That's why I was not interested. Also, Mark was saying why people comparing the border situation to the Holocaust is stupid. Right, that's where it came from. Yeah, I'm not big on negative things. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to get into that here, but I do want to point this out.
Okay.
The response that the Border Patrol and the military had on the borders of the refugees trying to cross the border, I feel was the best possible solution for it in terms of PR. I can't think of a word that the word that I was trying to think of, in terms of their PR image, because what those refugees were doing can 100% be considered can be considered an invasion of U.S. soil by a foreign power, and they had every right to use lethal force against that. So them using tear gas was them doing less than what their job demands that they do. And for people to be upset that they did such a thing is ridiculous, because although, yes, they were unarmed, yes, they were refugees, they were breaking so many international laws doing what they were doing. And whether they were criminals before or not, they're criminals now because of what they did. And so that's where I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
My what's it called to get in contact with me if you want to talk more about it are there, as well as you can talk to me on our Discord about it.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I guess Kern's still not open to the whole idea of like the whole core nickname. It doesn't make sense to me because you've been calling her Core for a while.
I've been calling you Corey for about a year already.
Have you done it like in vocal chat? Voice chat?
I've called her. I usually refer to her as Corey in our vocal chat, but we haven't been on the voice chat in a while. Yeah. What?
Zane's just
being Zane.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Fair.
You do you, mate. We're about 1:10 already.
Yeah.
You want to call it?
Sure. Maybe we want to just talk to people on. I hit like a second wind. Like the wind was actually against me, just saying like, "Don't actually talk on Discord." And I was like,
if you want to message us on Discord, that's a very good possibility that you might maybe get a response half the time.
Maybe like a couple, like maybe a minute or so on Discord chat. We'll be there. Sure. All right. But we'll end the podcast here. So, 2, 3, 4. Won't be seeing like that for
another 111 episodes.
Oh boy. Yeah. Anyone else want to say something? Have you heard of this guy and his sister are being bullied because they're foreign in England? No, I have not. We're ending the podcast here. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode, DangIT Podcast, episode 234. My name is Justin.
I'm Gabe.
And thanks for watching. #bye, everyone. Thanks for joining in this rather awkward podcast, actually.
Yeah, it was a weird podcast, and we ended on a political note, but it is what it is, and so fuck you guys. Go live your lives. Leave us alone.
Okay, but we'll be on Discord for a minute.